today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 81 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And some room to roam now. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy to try to tackle it.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Jones on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Gano's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll He'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Jones. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Looking to throw. Graves. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Jones.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's when they...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? To throw again on 2nd down. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. With halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Graves.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Jets who have the lead with that one getting close to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they lead the visiting Denver Broncos at the half. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Christian Watson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Graves. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. Graves over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Jamal Agnew, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Harris running straight ahead. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's just me
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Just like that. 59 mark. Check. 59. Here we go.
Jones on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
They lead big. And a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike, check, 59. Cut.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Saquon Barkley running right. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Back to throw, Jones. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Graves. He'll buy some time right.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
A.J. Epinesa.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's got room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a depth.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold him a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley
will get this to about the 38.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, Worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Off play action. Graves.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
That caught by Tremble.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Andrews throwing on 3rd and long.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 174, just one shy of Emmitt Smith in 2nd place.
And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Andrews.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Andrews. Off the play fake. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw. Andrews. And this one complete to Reed.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Andrews. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Andrews. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten. And they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off the play fake. Graves. Escaping the pressure right.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Second and 11 now.
A handoff to Barkley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
112 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Graves.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Andrews now throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
So they say we'll let that complete. Pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making the play there.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. The final shot before break. Graves. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter. Continue this midseason contest.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 5. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Graves.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Andrews. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Man open is Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he's brought down, but not before. He reaches the 8-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Andrews. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this brings up a third and goal. Back to throw. Andrews. Open man once again, it's Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal unit comes on.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
141 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Graves. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 175, tying Emmitt Smith for second most all-time.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in. This third quarter. Off the play fake. Andrews. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, pick your game up. 59, Mike. Ready.
To throw again. Andrews. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to shift, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Shoves him away.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Andrews on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now Andrews to throw on 2nd down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Henry up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Henry is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. This has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. We certainly had a sense. Coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. To throw is Andrews. Throwing to start the drive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Andrews now looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Andrews throwing on 3rd and long. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble,
A 9-yard touchdown ground.
and the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 1st and 10, Andrews. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Andrews to throw on second down.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Andrews to throw on third down.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Panthers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.